good people. Greetings from Ngramium Plus, your go-to partner for everything from web development and customization to support and optimization. Ever wished your website visitor could submit posts without ever logging into the WordPress backend? Imagine turning your site into a thriving community where users can contribute content freely, safely, and effortlessly. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will show you exactly how to enable front-end post submission in WordPress for free using WP User Frontend plugin. This tool makes it easy to collect post, image, and more directly from your visitors, giving your site a truly interactive experience. So without any further ado, let's get started. To get started, we will head over to our WordPress dashboard. From plugins, we'll click Add Plugin and search for WP User Frontend. So this is the plugin which I already activated. If you haven't yet, I have got a dedicated tutorial for installing WP User Frontend. Check the link in the description below. So let's jump on the WP User Frontend post form. From here, we will see how to enable front-end post submission in WordPress. So first we'll click on Add New. We can create blank form. We can click post form, which is predefined form. So for now we will click Create Form. So first we will add the basic fields: the post title, post content, post excerpt, featured image, categories, tags, and custom field. We would like to add text field. It's showing it's because let me click OK first, and let's go to WP User Frontend settings. From here, from the front-end posting, we will need to enable this one, custom fields in the post. We'll hit Save Changes. Now our custom field, which is text, will show on the post. Now we will get individual field settings on here. To do that, we'll need to click Edit. From here we can change the field level. For example, post title, we will be adding enter your post title here. In this way, we'll be able to edit every fields from here. The field level, we can add the help text as well. The text we have added, let's click on field level, additional content. Now we will hit Save Changes. Now our field has been created, our post form has been created. Now we will go to form settings. Here are some major important settings that we need to enable. So we can enable the show form title, which we would not enable this one. We can add the form description. For example, this is our guest post form. The post type is post, default post category. Let's add this one. This will be our post categories, which is default one if the guest doesn't enable the post categories. Successful redirection, newly created post. As we will be enable the draft post status, we need to enable the same page and the message to show, that is, let's enable or let's create some message. Your post has been submitted successfully. Post submission status, which is default, is published, but we will enable draft because when the guest will submit post, we would like to review that post first. After reviewing if the post is aligning with our website, then we will hit publish. We will be enable saving as draft. Let's enable this one. Submit post button text, submit your post here. Choose the form template. We would not choose for now. After post settings, that is post update status, we would enable the draft again, because when the user will edit their post, we would like to review them again. So successful redirection, the same page will be enabling the updated post. Lock user editing after hours, which we will enable this one. For example, let's enable 10 hours. Update post button, update your post. This is the major settings, which is posting control. Post submission, we would enable the guest post, and we will enable require email and name template. Email address, name and email address. We can enable require email verification. For this video demonstration, we would not enable this one. In this way, we will hit save the form. So our basic form setting has been configured. After that, we will get some settings additional, for example, payment settings. This is not related to our video. We'll enable email notification. The new post notification is enabled. Update post notification, which is a pro feature. We don't need this one for now. So after that, we will get the display settings. Use the theme CSS. Let's enable this one and hit save the form. After that, we will get advanced. In here, we don't need this one. If you would like to enable comment or not, we can do that from here. Post expression is the pro feature, and we will get the module, which is also pro feature, but this is only the subject how we can enable front-end post submission in WordPress for free. So we will not be focusing on the pro version. And we will be able to edit the form title as well. For example, this is the form. We will give the title guest post form, and we will click this tick mark, and this way our configuration has been done, and we'll hit save the changes. And if we would like to see how this form will preview, we can do that from here. As you can see, guest post form. This is our title, post content, post excerpt, featured image, categories, tags, and additional. When we will satisfy with our form, now we'll copy this shortcode and create a page by clicking add page, guest post form, and we will click this plus icon and add the shortcode. We'll paste this shortcode and we'll hit publish. Let's view this page on the front end. So our guest post form has been created successfully. Now next step is adding this form to the menu so that guest can access this form. So before that, I would like to show you another thing, which is I have shown how to show the post submission form using the shortcode, but WP User Frontend has the option to enable from the block as well. To do that, we'll click this plus icon, browse all, we'll search for WPUF forms. After adding this one, from here we will be enable the guest post form as well. So in this way, you will be able to add the form with the block as well. So for now, we don't need this one. Let's remove, because we have already added the form with the shortcode. Now we will go to the admin again. From the appearance editor, navigation, and we'll click edit, and from here we will add this page and we will hit save. Let's go back to the dashboard and let's see from the front end. Our menu has been added to the menu. If we click the guest post, this is our form. So as we are already logged in as an admin, now let's see how it looks on the non-logged in user or as a guest. To do that, let's this one. So this is the non-logged in user, and we can see the guest post form from here. Now we will set a name. This is our first or guest post. This is the first name and last name, and we will see test guest post @example.com. That's why for the real use case, I would like to recommend that you should enable the email verification. After that, we will hit the post title. This is our test guest post title. For the content, let's copy some content from here. Let's copy this content and paste it in here. Post excerpt. This is our first post excerpt. Now we will set the featured image. So this is our featured image. We will select category. We will add some tag 1, 2. We need to add the comma separator to add more categories. For example, 3. Additional content. For this sake of this video, we will add additional content added. Now we will hit submit your post here. We will hit submit your post. As we have configured the success message, we have seen your post has been submitted successfully. Now we will go back to our WordPress dashboard and we will hit post as all post. As you can see, this is the post has been posted by a guest and it's on the draft. Now we will click edit. After reviewing this full content, if you believe that it's compliance with our website, now we will hit publish. Our post has been published. We can go to our website front end. As you can see, this is the guest post has been created and it's posted. So this is our post. So this is how easy it is to enable front-end post submission in WordPress for free using WP User Frontend. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Now here is a quick bonus tips for you. As creator, we put hours into crafting valuable content for our audience. And the last thing we want is for someone is simply copy and steal it. And one of the most common question I get is how can I stop people from copying my website content? One effective way to prevent this is disabling text selection and copy paste on your WordPress website. And the easiest way to do is with a plugin called Accesswise. Let me show you how it works. To do that, we will go to plugins and click on add plugin and search for Accesswise. So this is the plugin. We will hit install now. It will take a few seconds to install the plugin. After installing the plugin, we will click activate. As you can see, it's installed. We'll click activate the plugin and we'll go to settings. In here, if we scroll down and we will see copy protection and right click disable. So before enabling this one, let me show you. If we go to a non-logged in users, for example this one, if we go to our website and let's go to this post, anyone can copy the content. Now let's go to the Accesswise settings and enable the disable right click option and disable copy. As you can see, both settings has been saved. Now we will reload this page as a non-logged in user and we can see it can be copied. Note that these settings, the copy protection and disable right click, doesn't apply to the admin user role, but it will be enabled for the other users, for example guests or visitors. So that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you found this helpful and easy to follow. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the bell icon so you never miss out updates. Also, feel free to drop your questions or suggestions in the comment below. I would love to help you out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.